Right, here we are. Part 2 of this episode. Episode 93. Just finished a battle with some more of these fanatical creatures. Were known as Caligni creatures. Creatures of the Underdark. Subterranean, forming enclaves of sneakiness. That's just what they're doing. This one seems to have been a cult on top of that. But yeah, the battle was fought. This leader of the group, or one of them, or whatever he is, was taken out by Bjorn's viciousness, trying to get him to talk. Not going to happen. They made their way across the hall. Now they're in this prison cell area that was easily unlocked from a key from this creature that they beat. Curious, because this creature doesn't seem to actually be dead and might have actually moved. Upon closer inspection, Bjorn, as you walk into this room, it's pretty obvious that this creature isn't dead at all, but seems to be feigning death. As you cautiously approach, what do?
Bjorn obviously knows this creature's alive, so any pebbles he can kick over in that direction? Maybe to touch the body or whatever? Because his whole thought process is, I gotta get this thing to spring up, So he's gonna kick a rock at it or whatever.
Yeah, there's plenty of little things around here you could kind of jingle and jangle and kick in his direction, and it hits him. So how close do you want to get to this creature?
About 10 feet.
10 feet? That's practically outside the room. Unless you go over this way.
Yeah, I can go over down in there.
That would be about 10 feet.
Yeah, because that'll leave room for everybody else to get into the room.
As you begin to shuffle down, you swear he's breathing. You can see it. Now, where are the rest of you? Peeking into the room, or?
I guess I would have moved so the other two could get into the room with Bjorn.
Yeah. The dwarf is staying up top. All right,
well, he's still concerned about the sounds on the other side from the other door, so he's going to kind of hang back. It's one thing. He doesn't feel like he's needed for this one creature.
Yeah. All right, Bjorn, you're 10 feet away staring at him.
Okay, I guess I gotta be that guy again. We're gonna move forward and, yeah. Kick it.
As soon as you move forward, instantly it reacts like a reaction. And it reaches out to grab your leg, and it looks up towards you and hisses. Ah! And lunges at you. And
Hack of opportunity from 10 feet away.
And then it stops. And it looks towards the door. And it sees the others standing there, or at least Thraug, standing there. You're not those creatures, he speaks in Undercommon. You can understand this, Bjorn. Does anyone else here speak Undercommon?
I guess that does.
All right,
Do not.
You understand it then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Bjorn will reply to it. No, we are not one of those creatures. We just dispatched a bunch of them.
And as you look down at him, Bjorn and Thraug, you could see right away this creature has been beaten. He looks like he hasn't eaten in weeks. He's thin, gaunt. Well, he's naturally pretty desiccated looking anyway. But he's a living creature. And he's still alive, and he looks very weak. But He looks nervous as he looks at the two of you, one at the door and one's right in front of him, like he's not sure what to think. He was expecting those creatures to come in here, and he will explain. They were beating me. Those dastardly creatures, they caught me. I have no interest to stay here. I must get away. And he tries to push himself up, and he falls down once, and then pushes again, and he finally leans against the wall and manages to stand up on his feet. He looks like he might have been a great warrior at one point in his life, but now he seems like he's been beaten and starved into submission.
Agatha's gonna poke her head in the door and go, "Want some help?"
Yeah, Bjorn will kind of pull out some healing tools and a ration and offer it to him. You mind if I bind your wound?
He pulls away from your attempts to bind him. But as you pull out some rations, he does reach for it, yanks it from your hand, and he just rips into it and starts to devour it before you have a chance to even react.
What do you know of this area and these creatures?
I have no interest in conversation. I just want to get out of this place, and I will do it now. And he looks towards the door and begins to stumble forward towards the door, one hand gorging on the iron rations.
Yeah, Draug stands firmly in the way. He will not get past here.
I don't think you're in any condition to travel yet.
Agatha's just watching the creature.
I don't know anything. They kept me here. I was a prisoner. Tried to get information from me, but they failed. Just like you will fail. Now get out of my way. I want to leave this place.
How long have you been captured?
At least a week. Now let me go. And he begins to pull himself along the wall. He's a little bit closer now. But Draug is obviously in the way. He ain't gonna get past him.
Yeah, Bjorn will step in behind him.
Making him off guard.
Yeah, and from what direction did you come from?
I'm not going to tell you anything. And he sleeks back against the wall, seeing that he can't get forward or back.
Well, as I see it, you have to tell us something.
He doesn't reply. His back is against the wall, and he begins to slide with weakness down, so he's in a seated position against the wall. And you see his fists tightening and clenching.
Bjorn will actually offer him another ration.
He immediately grabs it and devours it. Just tears into it viciously, like as if he was some kind of monster.
We are not like the most that you've encountered down here before.
That's a
We've journeyed
Metallica
down
song.
here to put us. We have journeyed down here to put a stop to this evil. Seems you were caught up in its clutches as well.
Let me go free. I don't want to be here and talk. He's obviously a warrior.
May I do a blind perception check on this person?
Recall knowledge, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Are we looking at society, religion?
I'll tell you in a second. I have to open the sheet.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be society. Typical what you'd roll with any type of humanoid creatures.
Okay.
So yeah, society, unless you have lore in something, that would be applicable. So go ahead and make a society.
Roll incoming.
All right. From the moment these creatures are born, Agatha. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, so I'm going to put it in the chat. I can't see it, actually. It's small. Fans. Uderfans. Uderfans?
Looks like Odafons.
From the moment these creatures are born, Agatha, they are prepared for war. They are bred for war. They're warriors. They're among the least powerful of the Underfons. One might encounter outside of their eerie underground cities, however. So, if these are the least of their kind, you can only imagine how powerful the other ones... Well, he's kind of desiccated now, but he looks like he could be a really... bit of a handful if he was in better shape and armed. You also... learned some other goodies here. They have a weakness to attacks that deal vitality damage. But at the same time, they are also immune to certain things like death attacks, disease, and possibly fear effects. This creature is obviously one of these which you've heard about. I wish it had more description here, but it doesn't. The notes are only just like 2 sentences, sadly. I'd have to look it up in the book. Oh, there it is. I can find him. But go ahead.
She's gonna look at the creature and she's gonna go, if we find others, and if they are in the same predicament as you, and we free them, send them out of here as well, will you give us information?
I will do nothing. I am not into this diplomacy. I only wish to be free. Free away from those creatures.
Then help us, and we will help you free yourself of this place.
You stand in the way of me and freedom. All you have to do is move.
I am in no position to do that. It is their decision. I have no decision in this matter.
He immediately jumps up. Now, are you standing in front of him?
She is standing off to the side of Drag. Like, she's on the outside of the cell. She's not inside.
Darn it. That should make it fun. All right.
I know you want to strangle me.
I know.
If we were to set you free, could you take us to your home?
I'll show you nothing. And he gets up and he's going to try and force his way through Draug at this point. Now, Bjorn, if you want, you can attempt to use a reaction to grab him. Otherwise, Draug can also use a reaction to do what he wants, but he's pushing his way forward.
I will shove him back into the room.
No roll necessary. You immediately push him back into Bjorn, who reacts by grabbing hold of him, and he falls against the wall.
Yeah, I'll grab a hold of him. Kind of gently to catch him, because I know his body's, really fragile. Bjorn
He pulls himself free of your grasp. You let him go.
Yeah, he will.
He slunks down against the wall. Actually, he begins to move down towards this side of the wall. To the corner, where he's obviously looking for something that he can grab hold of and use as a weapon.
Easy, friend. I don't really think you want to do that right now.
Come on, you guys got this. Come on. He's grabbing the chain now. He's looking at it. He's kind of pulling it tight, like he looks up at you, Bjorn, as if he's getting ready to strangle you.
If you want to fight, creature, you've met your right opponent. I did not come into this cell with the intention of taking your life, but if I have to do so to protect my friends, then I will more than happily do so.
Oh, you want to try and intimidate him? To coerce?
Yeah, of course.
All right, make an intimidation check to coerce. I'll let you do that.
Blind?
That would be blind. He pauses for a moment, as if to think about what you said in your words. He kind of looks up at you. He shakes his head and growls, and he goes back to looking at his chain and pulling it back and forth, trying to break it, like as if he wants to make it into a weapon to swing at you. Like you almost had him there. You almost had him, Bjorn.
Agatha's gonna try.
Huh?
Agatha's gonna try something.
She's gonna try something?
She's gonna try something.
You're gonna try something?
See if I can do it.
Go for it.
Let me see. Do I have it?
While you're thinking about that, what about you, Draug? Standing there in front of the doorway.
Yeah, Draug doesn't know what they're talking about at all. Apparently, Bjorn doesn't want him to leave. Agatha is talking behind his back at the creature, and the creature is responding. So, yeah. He lets it play out.
Kedwin, you could give me a blind perception because you're paying attention to the north. All this is going on. Because time is going by, and that means random checks. So you want to pay attention. Okay. I'll fill you in when the right time is right, if something comes into view. All right, Bjorn. Agatha. He's out of sight now.
Alright, so on the other side of the wall, since the creature can't see her, she's gonna start making these guttural growls, kind of like sickening and twisted, almost as if she's making it sound as if she's doing a transformation. Now, the creature can't see her, but she's trying to make it do vocals, almost as if she actually is transforming. Through those vocals, she's going to try and intimidate him.
What are you trying to get him to do? Because it's one thing to intimidate and have an effect in combat, but it's another thing to intimidate for another purpose. In this case, coerce. So what is it you're attempting to coerce him to doing? Just to be clear.
She's going to, through her intimidation, she's going to try and coerce him into not only not act foolish, but try to realize that if he does do something foolish, then he's just going to die in that cell. So she's trying to coerce him into helping them through the intimidation.
Bjorn's gonna actually motion to Draug. Clear the whole way.
Draug starts moving outside of the opening to the door and move up to Father Cadwin.
So the vocals are starting to get louder and more vicious, more aggressive, almost as if she is becoming something probably more dangerous than what the creature was dealing with in the cell. So she's trying to mess with him mentally.
All right, so give me an intimidation check.
All right. Incoming.
Okay, so what were you trying to achieve? For what purpose? To let him help? Let him help her. Tell me what you're talking.
All right. So through the intimidation, she's trying to coerce him into helping them. She's trying to get him to see, look, if you help us, we will let you go. But the more you fight us, the more it's going to get bad for you, is what she is trying to project. So as I said, the vocals that she is making are starting to become louder, more vicious, more dark.
So you're just you're trying to make like you're some kind of giant monster outside of the room that's going to descend
Correct.
into the chamber and kill this creature?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't know really what
That's
that
why
is. If you made your presence known and were threatening, it would be more effective. So he doesn't seem to react. He only acknowledges that there's something on the other side, but he don't care. He don't care.
Okay.
Creature. Do you have a name?
He just ignores you. All right, so let's back up here. Mechanically speaking, just so you all understand, if you want to make a creature more receptive, like there's a tier to this. The worst is hostile. The next up is unfriendly. And it works its way up to indifferent, friendly, and so on. So technically, if you want to get somebody up from there, you have to use either diplomacy or intimidation or lying to try and convince him of being friendly. That kind of thing. You have to impress him or coerce in some way to get him to do what you want, which improves his reaction to you. Sometimes diplomacy doesn't work. Sometimes you have to try and intimidate him to get those very same results. So that's really what you're trying to do here. So knowing that, kind of think about what you're going to do. That would be most effective.
Bjorn's going to attempt to coerce him again.
Okay, then you're going to make a... Well, in what way are you doing it? Intimidation is one way.
Yeah, intimidation. It's really the only, just that intimidating presence, really.
Okay, so diplomacy is what you would use to make an impression. That's where you're trying to impress the guy to try and, hey, we're here for you. We're going to help you get through this. Intimidation would be like cracking your knuckles and saying, look, you help us, so we're going to start breaking bones. That would be an intimidation, trying to achieve the same thing. So you're trying to do that now, but it's a little bit, seems like you're a little confused how the mechanics work. So now with that in mind, go ahead, Bjorn. You're going to use intimidation. Make your roll. Oh, charisma.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you can use another statistic to intimidate. Instead of using your charisma, maybe you're going to use your strength or athletics to try and look more threatening, for instance. In other words, get physical with him. It doesn't always have to be charisma. So if you wanted to use your strength as the basis for it, you can use that modifier instead of your charisma modifier. It's just how you describe it to me is basically going to determine what it is.
Okay. Yeah, because I know we haven't really used this mechanic a whole lot.
Not often. Just draw swords and slay.
Yeah, pretty much kick the door open, they engage us, and yeah. But Bjorn's going to kind of let his presence be known again, and he's going to look to this creature. I've been a soldier for many years. I've fought in many battles. I know what it's like to be beaten in a cell. If you would help me with one request, I will help save all of your kind down here that I possibly can. From one soldier to another, that is my promise.
All right, so is that true?
Yes.
That's going to be a diplomacy check.
Yeah, this is going to suck.
Agatha, if you want to help him with an aid attempt, you could also join in the conversation and say something that would help him get a modifier.
Yep. She will move up and she'll try to attempt. Dang.
He doesn't pay any attention to you, Bjorn.
Alright. Let's see here. What can I do?
In the meantime, to the north, the dwarf, you start to hear a rumble, very similar to what you heard before. You can feel the ground shake, just a little bit. And in the distance, you hear what sounds like a horrifying scream, an otherworldly scream. A scream you've never heard before. Draug, as you approach close by, you don't hear no such thing, but you definitely feel the vibrations in the ground. It's coming back.
So, Cadwin, what is this shaking?
I'm not sure, lad, but I don't like it. Did you hear the scream? There was a scream. I'd never heard the likes of it before.
No, I didn't hear anything. They're talking too loud back there. Let's have a look.
Yep, Cadwin will. And this was coming from the north of us.
Yes. Beyond the chamber where the battle was fought.
He'll go to the door and he'll listen at the door again like he did before.
Draug moves over to this door and sneaks a peek outside of it at the same time Cadwin is going to that door.
I'll open
Just
it.
to make sure our backs are clear.
Well, you can't really see anyway, you don't have light.
Yeah, but I know lights closing in, at least. I close the door again. Join the dwarf.
Okay, Cadwin, you don't hear anything to the north of the door. You can still feel the vibrations. But where you were standing... Oh, let me take that back. The scream sound could have come from beyond this doorway, either doorway. You're not sure. It came from the north, so... And it was very faint. Draug, you didn't hear it, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so while that's going on, darn it, I keep accidentally locking doors. Lock you guys away. Let's go back to the prisoner beatings here. So, after some time goes by, it's pretty obvious that this creature is not impressed by you. He's not threatened by you. He has one thing in mind. He's a warrior. He wants to be free, and he wants to kill. He wants to get out of here. You get the sense that if he had the chance, he would slit your throat. Bjorn. He has no interest in talking or diplomacy. He's not bred for that. He's bred for fighting. The only thing he would understand is fighting, is battle, is strength. That's what you get out of it. So we're going to forward the time an hour at this point. Keeping things moving along. So, with that in mind, what would you like to do next, Bjorn? As I make a roll.
Draug looks at Kedwin and nods at the door, like as if open it. Let's go.
Cadwin just kind of gives a nod back. And we'll wait till it's our turn.
Yeah.
Agatha's gonna... Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Agatha's gonna look at Bjorn and go, we're wasting our time.
Indeed we are. Let's go. So there's 3 of me on the map now.
Ah, you kidding? Just because I moved you?
Hang on, I gotta refresh. But yeah,
Yeah.
Bjorn will leave and kind of leave the door open and head up to the other 2 up there.
Alright. Pays to have a face in the group. Someone who can really impress people with his talk. Maybe that's
He ain't
Cypher.
here.
Yeah. She didn't do too good last time, though. They didn't listen to her.
No. Fanatics, man. You can't reason with them.
Well, knowing full well that as soon as he opens that door, the light's going to shine in from here anyway, he's just going to go ahead and open the door and see what happens.
Yeah, you got dark vision. You should be able to see quite far.
Oh yeah, clear across, way across, all the way. Yeah.
You see a set of steps ascending. I'll read that to you. This long chamber, Cadwin, features roughly carved stairs leading upwards. Its sides are dotted with rocks, 2 of which contain stone basins filled with muddy water.
Cadwin will enter.
Where are you, Draug? As this dwarf pushes the door in.
Still in the room. Are like time-wise, are Agatha and Bjorn stepping out of the southern corridor, or are we a bit ahead in time?
Everybody's right where they are right now. Unless somebody followed the dwarf.
Bjorn, did you kill the creature?
No, I let it go.
Maybe we should follow it.
Agatha probably would have followed the dwarf.
All right. The dwarf is long ahead of you all. And it's just at this point, as you begin to look towards the door where the dwarf disappeared into the darkness. He does have dark vision. You hear a scream. It's a scream you've heard before, Agatha. Bjorn. Skulls. Fire. Flames. And at that stage, we're going to do some initiative. Because the dwarf has kind of overextended himself. So everybody can roll your initiative. However, you guys can't react to anything. Well, you can. I described it as a scream, so you can react any way you want. Let me see here if there's anything special here. All right.
I cannot for the life of me seem to roll initiative in this game. Completely worthless.
That's okay. I think you still rolled higher than I did.
Oh, and that one, Jason.
Is that what he got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at something real quick here. Wow. Okay, so that's going to happen. Got a little teleportation going on here. And all of a sudden, Well, let's back up a little bit and go to the dwarf. As you hear muttering behind you, the voices of your friends, mystery awaits ahead of you. Pushing forward into the darkness, you left the door open for your friends. Presumably, they're going to follow you. You feel compelled to enter this chamber, surrounded by the darkness, which gives way to your privileged eyesight. You see this set of steps hewn into the floor and begins to rise. To the left and right, where I'm pinging, you will see these basins. You haven't seen these before. No, you have seen these before. If you were in the room with Bjorn, you will have seen these before. There's no light coming from these basins, however. Only darkness, and you see the muddy water that's in them. Suddenly, it seems like it's maybe 10, 15 feet in front of you. You hear a scream. Very similar to the screaming sound you heard earlier on when Bjorn come running from that room where there was similar basins. I think you were in that chamber. If you were, you would recognize the sound and these basins. But the sound is coming from just in front of you. Then all of a sudden, a light appears from behind you. I don't know if that's a glowing light or not. It doesn't look like a light to me.
That looks ethereal as all hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this actually might be a different type. But anyway. Shifts of light consume. Don't? Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, this isn't glowing as brightly as those other creatures. I'm not even sure you've seen them before, dwarf. But this is your first encounter
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
with some type of will-o-wisp. And it appears right behind you just as it begins its attack, because it is first. It was able to teleport behind you out of the darkness. And it's going to, let me see. It's going to use what's called a draining touch as it begins to materialize behind you. You see these tendrils reaching from it, almost like it was some type of, what's the word? What's the word for ectoplasm? It's like ectoplasm reaching out to you. It's going to make an attack roll. If I can get these windows out of the way. I should give you a +1 to this for your initiative, but I don't think it's going to matter. Let me see. 28, no. 23, no. 21, no. 18, no. What's your armor class? 25?
25.
This just got a critical hit on you. As these tendrils reach towards you. You're going to take 34 points of void damage. You are also drained 1. You want to know what drained is? Well, that harkens back to the old days of D&D and AD&D. Drained. That's something you did not want to hear. Drained. Take a status penalty, this is 1, equal to the value on constitution-based checks, such as fortitude saves. You also lose hit points equal to your level times the drained value. So level 8 times 1. So you lose 8 hit points. So take away 8 hit points right now. And your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount. So whatever your maximum is, make a note somewhere on a piece of paper that it's 8 less.
It already sets it up. It's already showing it.
Because I drug the drained on you. Cool. When you get a full night's rest, your drained value is reduced by 1. At least that's how it works by default. I think that's what means by wearying touch. Yeah, that was the critical effect of the wearying touch. All right, let's see. It's got one more action here. Alright, constantly drained. Okay, I can do this. Feed on despair. Sorry it's taking so long. I never used this creature before. It'll be quicker with the other one. Enemies with the fifth feet of the dead wisp is under a fear effect. Drained or dying. Effect. The dread wisp feeds on the creature's despair. You feel the despair, dwarf. The tendrils piercing your body. The dread wisp regains hit points. 2/6 fortitude and the dread deals 3d8 void damage to the creature. He's going to do that. So you're going to take some more damage. You're going to take 13 points of void damage. Plus make a fortitude save.
Is that public or private? Or does it matter?
Public. Oh, he passed. Okay. And if the dread wisp has gone dark after their dead fucking reignites. Okay, so that happens. So this creature, somehow, whether it screamed or not, it appeared behind you and surprised you, basically. Out of nowhere it appears. You whip around, only to see it looking you right in the face, and these tendrils are reaching out to you, piercing your body, and it just does all this void damage. It's rattling you bad. You are drained. Yeah, you feel like you've just stepped into death itself. And, yeah, and its friend is about to react as well. Which he does. And we're going to go to Bjorn.
Okay. Yeah, this just got real. Game's paused for it. Yeah, gonna run up in there.
You guys can hear the dwarfs, or the scream of those creatures. That's why I'm letting you react.
Yeah, and then seeing him get absolutely pummeled. He was having conversation with Draug, and like he literally stops mid-sentence and just bolts in that direction. Yeah, sword drawn and ready. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Hit normal. This will be 16 points slashing damage.
.36, okay, that's normal hit. 16 points of slashing damage. Let me check it out here. Okay. Well done. Your blade cuts through the image of this thing. It feels like you've hit something. But it's not such a physical being as you thought it would be. That is 16.
Last action will be raise shield.
Okay. Next we have Draug.
Yeah, Draug doesn't see what's going on, so he will start going towards the door. Can I see into the room? I do not have dark vision.
I have light on my gauntlet, so
You
you
have-
should be able.
You have light going on. That was 10. That's 15. I get a token collide, so it goes one on him, and I will step here. And I will swing at this barely injured apparition in front of me.
Okay.
It might get an attack of opportunity though, since I stepped in there.
Go ahead, make your attack.
Go! Sorry, that was a blind roll. Do you want me to re-roll it?
I could see it. It's a 20. I'll reveal it for you.
Guessing that is a miss, or?
That's a miss.
I will hero point it. Oh, crit!
Nice.
There we go.
35 will be a hit. Natural 20 is critical hit. So you got a crit.
13 damage only, I guess. No, I need to roll critical, right? So I'm
Just-
gonna
it's
re-roll
doubled.
that. Ah, okay, fair enough.
It's just
26
doubled.
then.
Blum, blum, blum.
And for my last trick of the round, I will hit it again. And I miss.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Moving on to Agatha.
Perfect. Alright, first, Agatha is going to move up. Right here. And as she is moving, you start to notice it feels like the air is starting to change. Like there's something starting to not feel right. And as she is getting to where she is, Bjorn would faintly hear her mumbling behind him as she is casting.
Okay, before we get to that, let's back up just a little bit. I need Bjorn and Draug. At the ends of your turn, you're going to be making a will save. From the flickering lights of this entity, whatever it is, you're overwhelmed with a sense of dread and horror. And that is exactly what happens to the both of you. Although
the
not
negative
not
side,
not
right?
Bjorn, because he has bravery, perhaps. Frightened 1.
Yeah.
You're frightened 1. So if you have bravery or something, that'll negate that.
Nope.
You've got it
I
right.
do.
Yeah. That's come in handy for you a lot.
It really has.
Yeah, so get rid of that. But Bjorn, you feel overwhelmed with fear. What is this place?
For like a split second, and then he's like, okay, that's going to work.
All right. So keep that in mind, Agatha, as you enter the same little aura and you begin casting your spell.
Alright, as Bjorn is hearing her mumble, she is casting Elemental Betrayal. And as she is casting it, she is focusing on the creature that is between Bjorn and Cadwin. The thing that she is focusing on is metal. So that target is going to have weakness 2 to that metal. And her last action, she is going to release a growl from within her throat as she casts Wildling Word as her
A lot
last
of
action.
growling tonight.
Oh, she's not growling at you.
All right, so one action to cast Elemental betrayal.
Mhm.
And what are you picking?
She picked metal. So if that creature gets hit with metal, it's going to be weak to it.
Well, the attack has to have the metal trait. So this isn't just swords. This is like an elemental attack that has the metal trait. That would be an example of how it would take the damage. So are you sure you want to do this? Pathfinder's very technical. That's what traits are all about. That's what it's referring to, the traits. So do you want to cancel that? So no elemental betrayal. That's a spell
Actually, she's going to keep it, but she's going to change it from metal to air.
Okay, air. Let me drag that to him and choose air. Okay.
And as her last action, she is casting Wildling Word on that creature.
All right. Special comes save DC. Okay, let me make save DC. Savings throw. Where are savings throws? What is it? Will?
Save DC 26 will.
Oh, I just needed to roll that button. Click that button. 26. So that's a success, which means when the target attempts to an attack roll or skill check that would harm you, it takes a -2 status penalty on its roll. So I'm going to leave that to you to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
If you forget, too bad. Alright. That's it. Cadwin, you're up.
That did not feel good at all.
No.
So he is going to cast Sanctuary upon himself.
Okay. Is there something I'm supposed to click on here? You ward a creature with protective energy. That would be you. That
would be me.
Deters attacks. Creatures attempting attacks the target will attempt a will save each time. If the target uses a hostile action, the spell ends. Wait. If you use a hostile action, the spell ends. But otherwise, they have to make will checks to be able to attack you. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
If you get attacked, bring this up again so I can read it and see what the result is of the save. So that's 2 actions.
And then he will cast a heal spell on himself.
Okay. And it lasts for 1 minute. Okay, gonna go to round 2. Should call upon the dwarven gods. All right. And then I need you to make a save.
That will save?
Yeah. Was it Will? I think it's Will. Yeah, the flickering of this thing. It's a will save, and you failed. You're going to be frightened 1. Just being close in proximity of this in this horrifying flickering light, not to mention the skull and this Bjorn, to describe this isn't like the other will-o-wisps you've seen. It's a very dull color, a dim light that it comes from this creature. It's not this bright flaming color, but nonetheless it's still this kind of like skull that's floating, almost transparent, but it's not. You can actually hit it, surrounded by what looks like flames and ectoplasm, you could say. Even though it's obviously not a ghost or anything. But it's
Now, 5 foot step.
horrifying.
Now, 5 foot step, is that still a free action or does that cost?
That's an action.
That costs an action.
That's an action, okay. So never mind.
But if a creature has reactive strike, they can't against you because it's a very defensive move of only 5 feet. But not every creature has reactive strike,
Nope, got it. So that's it for me.
which is another way of saying attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity doesn't exist in this game. It's called reactive strike. Okay, so are you done?
That's all.
All right. Next. Oh yeah, it's the creature's turn. What am I thinking? All right. Chaka chaka cha. Suddenly, the creature fades from view. The dimness goes away.
Cadwin looks around frantically trying to see if he can spot it.
And right directly in front of you, it reappears. At the same time, it lets out a horrendous scream as these tendrils reach out again towards you. You whip around just in time to see them. But you fend off these tendrils quite effectively. And the strange glow appears once again. Okay. We're going to go to Draug. No, Bjorn, sorry.
Question. Are there 2 of these separations in here, or is it just 1? Because there's 2 in the encounter tracker.
Well, you're about to find out.
Oh, well, there we go.
If there's 2 in the tracker, there's 2 of them.
Probably 2 of them. Yeah.
Bjorn, you're up.
glitch on it.
Good catch, Fred. Good catch.
Yeah, big whopping 11 points of damage right there.
Okay, 11 whopping points on the creature.
Okay. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but what the hell?
You're whittling them down.
I'm going to cast Weapon Surge on myself, so that way next round I'll be doing an additional D6 spirit damage. You just see Bjorn's longsword just glow with a golden radiance. Yeah, as he prepares to fight.
Oops. There's a flash of gold for you.
Thank you. And that's all I got.
That's it. Okay. Draug.
Draug charges after the disappearing creature that goes away and reappears behind his friends, so he runs up there. He actually runs up there and will swing at the creature. Go.
Real quick, do I need to make a will save?
Not you, no.
First one was a miss. Second one is a miss. I'm done, unless I need to make a will save.
You need to make a will save.
I'll do that.
Actually, before you make it, let me look again. What was it called? Dread Flickering. Those that critically succeed are temporarily immune for 10 minutes. Alright, so that means nobody critted. So, yeah. Kyle, you would have to make another roll.
But if you look at bravery, if I roll a will save success against fear, it becomes a critical success instead.
You're immune. But Draug does have to make the check.
Yeah, 33. I should be fine.
33 should be fine. It is a success. It's not critical.
Yep. I'm done.
Okay, we got that right. Wait a minute, did you do damage to it?
No.
Okay. Agatha, you're up.
Alright. Gonna move herself right here. Now, since it's casting light around itself, would it be casting a shadow?
Could be. If anything's between the light, there would probably be a shadow.
Okay. That being said, if there is a shadow,
Well, the
that's
light's
being
coming
formed-
from him, so technically there's no shadow on him. But Bjorn has some light on his gauntlet, so if it has any physical being, there might be. What are you asking me this for? Does it have a shadow?
because
I don't-
I'm trying to see. Yes.
It's a light.
Yeah. Okay. That's the question.
What are you trying to do?
Alright, she's going to raise both hands up towards the creature, and she's going to cast Electric Arc.
There you go. That's the oh shit button.
Yep.
That's the oh shit button. It's a good one.
Has to make a DC 26 basic reflex.
Roll your damage. Critical success. No damage.
Even from the air that she chose?
It got a critical success in its save. So it takes no damage. Your damage was electricity, not air. There's no air trait in there. That wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Alright, and then for her last action, she's going to sustain Wildling Word.
Okay, one action to do so. Very good. Okay, Dizzy, you're done. We're going to go to Cadwin. Cadwin.
So Cadwin is. Oh, he attacked me last night. I forgot about that. It didn't matter.
Hold on. Let's make
Cadwin's going to cast.
a savings throw, will savings throw for Agatha.
I'll do that first.
The
Okay.
flickering lights. Do it at the end of your turn. So go ahead, Agatha. Make it.
Going
Fair.
to here point that.
All right. It's horrifying. You're going to be frightened if you fail.
God damn it.
You failed. You are frightened. 1. Okay, let's go to Cadwin once again.
So Cadwin is going to call upon Tread to give them a blessing. That will be in a 15-foot emanation based off of him, so that will get everybody.
Okay, so everyone gets bless. Drag that. Or no, that's the aura. There's nothing to drag, I guess. You get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls while within the
Yeah,
emanation.
clear at the bottom. It says aura bless. Clear at the bottom of the spell.
Oh, that's not a template?
No, that's the thing you can drag.
It's a template. I think that's a template.
I just read on Frightened that it decreases by 1 at the end of the turn. So I'm increase mine with the 1 and get rid of it.
What's going on here? How many blesses?
Well, it's a 15-foot emanation from me.
So everybody within 15 feet of you is going to
So
be
everybody
blessed.
within 15 feet of me has a +1.
Is there a template down? Because I'm seeing all these templates.
Yeah, it's probably me trying to set that up. I apologize.
Let me see if I can get rid of all of them. Nope, they're still there. I can't see where they are. I don't know what happened there. I can't I can't fix it. Anyway, so everyone gets +1 status bonus to attack rolls while you're within 15 feet of them. Just make a note. All right, that took 2 actions. Next.
For the last action, he will cast. I wonder if it stacks. If I cast guidance on Drow, will that stack with the +1 from Bless?
If they're the same type of modifier, they can't stack. You take the best one of them. That was a +1 status. So it won't stack with other status bonuses, unless it's better.
So we will. Actually, he'll call it there. That'll be it. We'll do that well save.
Okay, next round. Make your will save. 26. That is success, so you don't suffer any frightened. Now, looking at this closely, living creatures that end their turn in the aura must succeed at a will savings throw or become frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical failure. Those that critically succeed are temporarily immune for 10 minutes. So I believe this continues to apply as long as you're within the light, so it will stack. If you're already frightened 1 and you fail the next one, you're frightened 2.
But
3.
frightened goes away at the end of your turn.
Let's look up frightened.
Unless specified otherwise. So yeah,
That's
that
true.
might be staying in the aura might be
Yeah,
specified otherwise actually.
frightened. Take a status penalty equal to your frightened value to all your checks and DCs. At the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1. Well, whatever. Something to look at later. Let's get to the next round. Round 3. Whoever has an aura up, try and remove it. I think... I don't know who it is,
Cadwin.
but I see one on Agatha, I see one on Cadwin, I see one on Bjorn.
The only thing I drove was Aura Bless.
I don't think you need to drag that to you.
Well,
I think
you
as long
gotta
as you're
drag
within
it.
that.
Yeah, but you got to put it on your sheet so it can automate.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. It's like it it goes on him and nobody else, but then it's not automated on anyone else's roll. It's just a status bonus. I don't know. That's a weird one. All right. This suddenly goes black.
Oh boy.
From behind you, Agatha, suddenly the light appears, and a screech rings through the air. No, echoes through the corridor as this creature reaches with its tendrils towards your very essence. "28 points of void damage." And it fades out of sight. Let me count that again. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh. That didn't matter. Draug, behind you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as it appears?
No. 36.
It.
That's going to be a critical hit as it suddenly appears from behind you. With a scream, it surprises you, whip around. 34 points of void damage.
No, that's. Yeah, it was correct. Cool.
And it fades out of sight. And we'll get to Bjorn.
Seek. I'm going to seek in this general area down here between Agatha and the wall.
Okay, let me see. I don't think we've ever used this before. Let's go to seek action. I think this is a perception roll. I need to know what you're rolling against, though. It's under seek. Seek. You're seeking to search an object's good secret data. The GM attempts a single secret perception roll for the result of the stealth DCs of any undetected or hidden creatures. Stealth DCs. Alright, so down here. Okay, so its stealth DC would be 10 plus its stealth. Okay, make a perception roll. If it's there. You said down by the doorway?
Yeah, I want to seek that entire area.
Okay, so what happens now? You see almost like the air itself is moving. You see next to it, you see the fungus leaves close by the doorway begin to move unnaturally, not from Agatha, not from you, but something there near the doorway is present. So what's going to happen here is you could target a hex. It's completely guesswork, and you need to make a flat check. If it is there, if you guess correctly, it is there. I think I'm doing that right. That doesn't sound right. Invisible is undetected. So by seeking successfully, if you did, undetected become hidden. But it's still invisible, if that makes any sense. Right in front of the doorway. You're going to have to make a 11 or greater flat check.
First of all, I gotta move down there, and then we'll do flat check here and see.
Probably messed that up, but I think we're close enough.
No, that one.
Woo!
No, we're close. But, well, if that didn't work,
Seek, move, and then attack. That would be your final action.
yeah. So I'm done.
Yeah, you're done. All right, so... Of course, nobody else knows what Bjorn is even doing. He has to use an action to point out to you guys to see what he's targeting. Draug, you're up.
Draug sees Bjorn rustling about down in the south, but he will step up the stairs actually. And look for the creature. So that's 15. Know if I see anything. 20. That's my 25 move. And I will want to search this area to see if the creature disappeared here. Because it hit me in my back.
Can you see anything where you are? Does your token see anything?
Yes, it does.
Let me see.
Dimly lit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you see then. You want to use seek?
Perception. Yeah, perception. I wanna.
All right, show me the area. It can either be an area around you, like within 15 feet, or a specific area in the distance that you can see. Now, because you're not able
around
to...
me.
Now,
15 feet around me.
now, because you're not able to see, you're going to be using your ears for this. That's all you could use. But you could still seek if you want.
Yes, I will.
Make a blind perception roll.
Yes, I think I did. No, I have. That was weird. Okay, let's see. I'll open that.
Agatha, you're up next when he's done. Get your turn ready. Blind perception.
That's initiative. Here we go. Found it.
It's under skills.
Yeah, I found it.
Not skills. It's under attributes. Attributes. On your token
first
HUD.
page of, first page of the character sheet.
Before you don't see anything. You don't hear anything.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
Agatha.
Alright, she is going to do a seek action.
You can always
By the way,
light
sorry.
you can always light a
Sorry.
torch, Draug.
Sorry, I had one action left, so I'm gonna ready myself that if anything appears, I will swing at it.
You need 2 actions to do that.
Is that just one action?
Yeah. You got one more action if you want to do something else. You can attempt to seek again.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Agatha, we're moving on to you.
Gonna do a seek action within a 15-foot radius of her.
Okay, you could do that. This will be against the...
You said blind
if-
perception.
Yeah. If something's in there, you'll be using their DC, stealth DC. If you roll good enough, you might find something.
Rolling.
Nothing. You don't sense anything. You could always guess a square to attack without seeking or anything. You just randomly guess. But keep in mind, you're always going to be needing to roll a 11 or greater. It would be done by me secretly. If something was literally in that square.
Alright. In that case, she's going to use her last 2 actions. Seeing Bjorn move down towards the one corner, she's going to bring both hands up across her chest, almost like an X, and then slash them both down in arches, casting Slashing Arc Gust twice towards that corner.
Let's see. Range 60 feet. Targets 1 or 2 creatures, so you have to see them to target them. So if you're going to try and use this against a square, where is this square?
Right here.
Where you're hovering your mouse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would make a secret check, which is a flat check. If there's something there, I'm just going to roll this, whether it's there or not. Go ahead and make your roll to attack.
Rerolling. Wait, do I have... No, dang it, I don't have any points left. Fuck. And a turn. God damn.
At least you're keeping it going. Better to make a mistake than sit here for 10 minutes. Cadwin, show everybody how it's done. The way of the dwarf.
So these things are still invisible. I can't see them. Drag up.
What does your dwarf eyes see?
Everything except what sees everything except what I want to be seeing. Let me see if you're too far up, so it wouldn't matter. So Cadwin is going to randomly attack a square that one of his friends is not standing in. It will be this square where I'm hovering. He's just going to attack it with his hammer. Trying to hit anything that's in that square.
Where?
So where I'm hovering, right here, yeah.
Did I take away your enfeebled condition?
Yes, you did.
Sorry, put that back. I thought that was your frightened. Now just give yourself enfeebled 1 or whatever it was. Dizzy, you didn't have enfeebled, did you?
No. Only frightened.
Alright, I think I did this right. That was the little skull. That's the one that's frightened. So yours will go away as well, Cadwin, at the end of your turn. So what's the square? Right there, just a random attack. I'll roll the dice. You go ahead and make your attack. Okay, you whip away at this space. You don't feel any connection with anything there, nor any reaction. You don't sense it's there.
He's going to repeat the process. The next one's going to be to his right here.
Where?
And then the third attack right here is the second attack.
Okay.
And the third attack's going to be over here on the other side.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls. That's that one. Okay. So, you send out a flurry of blows with your warhammer, left and right and to the front. And even Bjorn has to dodge out of the way of some of these blows. The only thing you could have hit would have been Bjorn, it seems. Nothing seems to be reacting to your blows. And with that, go ahead and reduce your frightened by 1, which should remove it. If you are frightened, I don't even see it now. I guess it's gone.
I already took it down. That also cancels my sanctuary.
Okay. And that goes to the next round. Boy, you guys. It's time for the Dread Wisp. So let me verify one thing with these creatures. And them becoming visible is not a separate action. It's part of the other actions that they take. So this is the result of his attack. Okay. Just clarifying it for myself. As once again it appears from behind you, dwarf, as you whip to the left and the right, not making purchase. But it sees you, and you can hear its cackling echoing through the corridor. The gray mists. 22. You'll manage to avoid being stricken by these tendrils. It attempts to do it again, attempting to catch you. $28. That is going to hit. That's going to be normal damage. Wasn't critical, so you're not going to get that drained again. 20 points of void damage rips through your body. Next, we got another creature. Take note that the creature is still visible, and that flickering glow is going to attempt to horrify people once again.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
Yes.
Sorry, never mind.
That's
Continue.
beside the point.
I have a spell that I just looked at. That's
That's going to be a critical hit on Agatha. So let's take your damage first. Agatha, you're going to take 52 points of void damage. You're also going to be drained 1, but I think that's going to be enough to drop you. 52 points of damage.
She drops and hits the floor.
Do you have any hero points?
No, I do not.
I was just going to give you one too. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just gonna say this. As she gets hit, all three of them, if they see her, just turns extremely pale. Her eyes roll back in her head and hits the floor like a rock.
And then it's followed by some cackling. And it disappears. All right. And that's going to lead us to... Why are we way down there? Now, Agatha, you're moved in initiative to 1 before the one that dropped you. So your new initiative is here.
Okay.
So you don't get your turn next. And instead it's going to go to Bjorn.
well, shot that plane in the ass. 2 action heal on Agatha. This is a 3rd level spell, so you'll get 38 hit points back.
So you're wounded 1.
And then
It's drained. Okay.
battle prayer on that guy. Might as well. I gotta make a will save. Well, a religion check against its will DC. Oh boy. 2. Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Nope.
Yep, I'm done.
These will-o-wisps are always a challenge.
Well, I have see invisibility prepared. I don't know why the hell I haven't used it.
Draug, you're up.
So, on this fine wheel day, the 10th of Gosran, Draug will stride down here and swing wildly at the creature that has reappeared north of Father Cadwin. Yeah! And that was a blind roll, sorry. Did I hit?
1 second. I gotta make him off guard. Wow. Is that his armor class? 29. Nope.
Then I swing again.
Isn't that one still
29
visible?
is a hit.
This one's visible. He's just missing his rolls. 29.
And I do 8 forceful damage.
8 points of slashing damage. Don't confuse me. 8 points minus 8.
And I'm done.
Okay, well done. Well done. Cadwin, you hear your friend up ahead on the other side of you trying to take an opposite position. Now, kind of flank this beast. This aberration. You're up.
Catawin will just unleash on this thing. He
As you
doesn't like
begin
the
to
bad
unleash, let's make a savings throw for Draug. Will save, because the flickering lights have returned. Critical critical success will make you immune for 10 minutes.
34.
Ooh, almost.
Almost. Getting there, slowly.
But it is success, so you're not drained or frightened. Kedwin makes an attack, 36 crit. That's going to be a success plus a crit. So you're going to do double damage. Hit that critical button. $18. Bludgeoning. Right? Bludgeoning? Yeah.
Yep, bludgeoning.
Did I give you any magic weapons?
It's a +1. It's a magical hammer. It's +1.
Okay.
Yeah, plus, Brett, you need to make a DC 24 Fortitude save for the critical specialization.
For what? What is this for?
On his hammer, he has critical specialization. Target is knocked prone unless they succeed a DC 24 Fortitude save against your class DC.
Nice. Yeah, keep that in mind. That's the hammer.
Yeah, I played a dwarf fighter with the same setup, but it's real freaking useful.
29 is success. Sadly. Alright, so
we would do that again.
so if he failed his save, he'd end up being prone.
Prone.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Don't ask me how you knock a flying creature prone. But it happens. You drop him to the ground. Happens to
It
birds.
used to be an automatic thing. Ooh.
Very hero point, that one.
Yeah. 22. You need a 29 to hit.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, make savings throw. Will save. Almost a crit, but no. You passed, though. Okay. We're going to go into round 5. See how far we can get before we call it an evening. We did a lot tonight, but let's keep it going for a little bit. We've got... Alright, the creature. This one. He's first. The one that's visible. Of course. He's not going to go visible. Invisible. He's going to take a defensive move. 5-foot step. So he's not going to provoke that reactive strike from the barbarian. And so is anybody suffering under fear, frightened, or drained?
I have drained.
Right, he's going to use what's called Feed the Despair. He's going to feed on your despair, dwarf. And basically what's going to happen... He's going to feed on the creature's despair. The Dreadwisp regains 2d6 hit points.
Not for long if I can get my hands on this sucker.
And deals 3d8 void damage to the creature. That's you, the dwarf. You have to make a basic fortitude save. So go ahead and make that before I roll the damage. This is a roll for you to lessen the amount of damage you take. 21, the DC was 25. So that's a failure. That means you're going to take full damage, whatever I roll. Which is 17 points of void damage. Reignites. So, okay, that's, let's see, move. Well, what did I attack you?
You just did the feeding despair thing on me.
Yeah, I didn't attack you though, right? I just moved.
Not yet.
Feed
Yeah,
the
you
despair.
moved and attack, so you can still attack me.
All right. Which he will do. He's going to try and attack you. Actually, Agatha, no. All right, there's a possibility. No, he won't attack Agatha. You're lying there. You're pointless. He's going to attack the dwarf. So this will be its first attack. Feed the Despair was not an attack. Ooh, it's a crit. Oh, 36 points is enough to drop you. All right. You're going to be dying too because it was a crit. So I'll make it left click the skull. Left click it. There you go. That's dying too. All right. And you're now drained 2 as well. So this is not good. That creature is done. We're going to move to Agatha. Now you have a new position in the initiative, of course, but you're no longer dying. You don't have to make saves, but this is your new initiative. What do you do?
She's gonna look up at the creature, bring
Okay.
both hands backwards, kind of like almost touching her shoulders, before slamming both of her hands down in the direction of the creature. And she's gonna do double slashing gust at it.
Where are you getting all these spells?
Primal cantrip.
Now this has the air trait.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's important to know. This has the air trait. Not a chance at the air. Make a spell attack. Go ahead and make your spell attack roll.
$34.
34 is going to be hit. It's going to be success.
16.
16 bleed. Oof, 16 bleed damage?
No, 16 slashing. It's only 44 on critical.
She said 16.
Yes, 16 points of damage.
That was 5d4.
Mhm.
Why is your level? Is your spell heightened?
The spell is heightened.
Okay, I get it. If you're attacking two creatures, you're just attacking the one, right? This counts.
Correct.
Okay, critical success, blah, blah, blah. You didn't get a critical success, so you're just doing 16 points of slashing. However, it does have the air trait in there. It doesn't say it does air damage. Can something do air damage? It just has the air trait. So I'm assuming effects with the air that either manipulate or conjure air are those that manipulate the air and effective vacuum with air creatures. With this trait consists primarily of air, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to assume this has, because it has the air trait, if a creature has weakness to air, it's going to take that weakness value extra damage. Plus, you have a spell effect going on here, which is still in effect. It is against this creature. Right? Elemental
Correct.
betrayal?
Elemental betrayal.
Let me get rid of that one. It's this one here that says air. What is the effect of that? What does that mean? What happens?
When you cast a spell, choose the target gains weakness 2 to that trait, so...
Weakness 2?
Mhm.
Well, this already has weakness 3. I don't think they stack. They might. I don't know, but I'm not gonna. So it's gonna be weakness 3. It took some extra damage because it has a weakness against air. Naturally. And that is it. Very good, Dizzy. Give yourself a hero point. Are you done?
Let's see, that was 2 actions. Let's see, what do I have?
When in doubt.
Punch it.
Yeah, right.
Just punch it.
I mean, what the hell?
Just do it. Make an attack against it. Barehanded attack. You got to spend an action to pick up things, so you might as well kick it.
Alright, she'll try. She'll try an unarmed attack on it.
Okay, do it.
Okay, how do I do that?
Should be unarmed under your strikes, under your characters. The fist. If you're using the token HUD, which you should be.
Gonna hero point that.
Alright, now wait a minute. Did you expect to really hit with this? Do you want to use a hero point on this? You sure? Let's stop with the thinking. We're gonna move on.
Okay. I won't do it. I won't do it.
All right, you missed. You made your attack. You missed. Keep that hero point. Just gave it to you.
Come on, Bjorn, be the hero we need.
I'm trying.
Let's do it.
I got healer's tools in my belt pouch. I'm trying to do like 3 different things here.
What is up with the freaking initiative?
Bouncing all over the place again.
Yeah. Should be... It keeps skipping the Dread Wisp. I get this done. See, it's skipping the Dread Wisp. Why? Let me refresh it. Alright, so... Yeah, hold on to that hero point. I just gave it to you. You can use that to save your life. Should always have at least one hero point on saved. So what do you think, Bjorn? You got a plan to tackle these two? You got one near death.
I got a plan.
Yeah. I don't remember the other one. I don't think it's taken any hits. It's been more sneaky than the other one.
Unharmed. Yeah. I got like 3 different battle plans going on right now in my head.
So this creature already has weakness 3. It's part of its stat block. So when you cast that spell to elemental betrayal thing and you chose air, it gives them a weakness 2, no matter the creature. So I believe, I could be wrong, we'd have to double check this, but do these things stack with each other? Does 3 and 2 become weakness 5, or is just the higher one apply and they don't stack? I think they probably don't stack, but I could be wrong. Something we'll have to look into.
It sounds kind of plausible that they don't stack.
All right, let's get to that battle. Where are we? Oh, we're up here. Okay, let's see. Bjorn, let's back it up. Nope, it's skipping him. I don't understand what's going on. Agatha? Is he dead or something? Which one is it?
Maybe because he's invisible.
It wouldn't skip his turn. Oh, Draug, from behind you, one of these creatures suddenly appears. 25 points of void damage. Rips through your body. And it's still glowing. Nope, it keeps skipping him. I don't know why. Bjorn, you're up.
Alright. One action, I'm going to pull out my healer's tool. Second action, I'm going to take 5-foot step. Then I'm going to engage the creature. Got to get at least one down here.
Oh, you slippery one.
Motherfuck. Alright. No, I don't have a hero point, so that's going to have to be good enough.
Get creative and I'll give you a hero point. Literally, be creative with your descriptions. Because we're about that point where you should have one. Okay, we're gonna go to Draug.
Draug sees an opportunity to attack since the creature down there is flat-footed and has all kinds of negative traits on him. And since I attack from above, I have the chance to do a really hard strike and chop it in half. So that's what I will do. 30, it's a hit. So yeah, I have the reach glaive.
Just got him.
So here we go.
He's got 2 hit
10
points.
damage. 10 damage.
Describe.
So I cleave him in half, and the light flickers away as small parts of the innards trickle down on the floor. And I turn around to the other one behind me and hit it as well. Last action. Oh, my second action, actually. Here we go. Big numbers. That's a miss. I will actually step away from it. Since I see Father Cadwin lie there, I will stand and guard Cadwin with my body from the one up top.
Okay.
And that's me. I'm done.
Make a will save.
I will.
The flickering lights.
Fine. There we go. The flickering lights. 25.
You're okay. Not critical. Okay, Cadwin.
Unconscious.
So I will be unconscious, and I will try the, I guess, a recovery check.
Oh, are you dying?
Yes, I am. I'm dying too.
All right, so you need to roll 10 or greater plus your dying value, which is 2. So 12 or greater. You got a 14. You pass, so your dying goes down by 1. So you're now dying 1. That's all. Nothing else happens. You're done. We're going to move on to Agatha.
She is instantly going to make her way over to Cadwin. And
Hold on.
She's going to...
Hold on.
Cad-
Cadwin has the wounded condition. Did you recover from dying before this battle? How did you get wounded?
I don't know. It popped up there when I fell.
Yeah,
don't know.
popped up.
All right.
Like it did it automatically on him.
Because if you're wounded, that wounded value is added to what you need to roll to recover. So it's 10 plus your dying value plus your wounded value.
So it would have been 13. I rolled a 14.
So you're still good, but keep that in mind.
Logan! Well, if he was dying too, I don't see the dying condition on him.
He was
I
dying.
do.
He was dying too. I see it there, but the
Yes.
wounded, it's like it gave it to him as soon as he died.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's how it works. You're not wounded until you recover from dying for the first time. You don't get wounded the first time that you die. That's why I asked him, did you die before? He's wounded too. Or no, he's dying too because he dropped because of a critical hit. That's what made him dying too. So I don't know where the wounded thing came from.
Now, what if it popped up there because I clicked went from dying 1 to dying 2?
Well, I'm going to get rid of your wounded condition because you don't actually have that. That comes from recovering from dying. If you only died once and you haven't recovered yet, you're not wounded. All right, let's go on, Agatha.
Alright, as I said, she's curled up beside him, placing both of her hands, and she's going to cast Stabilize on him.
Okay, that takes him to 0 hit points, removes his dying condition. But he does become wounded. Which it's done. It's wounded 1.
Okay, and after that, she's already got some, it looks like wet cleaner hand, and she's going to start to apply that to him. and it's called Healing Plaster
Ooh.
as her last action.
So what does it do?
Let's see here. This restorative substance can be used in lieu of healer tools for medicine checks to administer first aid or treat wounds. If the plaster isn't used within the spell's duration, or if you cast a spell again before the plaster, it reverts to being normal, non-magical dirt.
All right, make a note that you have that in effect.
Alright,
Okay, you're done.
that's it.
Oh, make a savings throw. Where are you, Agatha?
You want me to make a savings throw?
Where are you? Where's your token? Oh, you're on top of the dead body creature.
Alright, making... Is it
5, 10,
will save?
20. Yeah, we'll save.
I just had it there.
Cadwin as well. Did you make your will save? I think you did.
He's unconscious. Did
Yeah,
he have to?
that's true. Like, he doesn't have to. He don't know what's
Super
going
bad
on.
nightmares, like.
I'm unconscious. I don't think I'm scared of anything right now.
All right, that's a failure. That means you're frightened 1. Did you do it?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so you're frightened 1. The flickering lights, the flickering lights. Whoops. Let's go back to the creature. All right, what's he gonna do? It's time to get nasty. This dark will-o-wisp that seems unrelenting. It's gonna move and follow its prey once again to attack Draug.
Oh,
The tendrils reach to you. And wait a minute. It flew 5 feet. Okay, it'll take a 5-foot step. And then it will attack. I caught myself before I rolled my attack. I did. Missed.
yes.
Draining touch. I'll try once more.
Ha! Can't touch this.
Gotta remember, flying creatures have to move or spend an action hovering during their
They
turn.
always lose an action, pretty
Yeah,
much.
so they always have to move. Or hover. But it's an action. 15? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go to Bjorn.
Alright, since I got my healer's tools out, battle medicine. I'm going to treat wounds on Draug with assurance. And medicine. So you're going to get back 2d8 plus 10.
Please roll it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, as Bjorn kind of kneels down with one arm, just kind of like wraps up the bandages and kind of cinches them down a little too tight. Draug, that was on Caedwin.
There we go.
But yeah, he's kneeling down, kind of moving the dwarf spirit around and kind of cinching them down tight. That was one action. Second action, Bjorn's going to kind of bolt up to get beside Draug and see if we can lay the smackdown on this creature. Yeah, nat 1, not going to help. But we got Caedwin up at least.
Draug.
Draug will start clobbering this flickering ball of light that's in front of him. And he hits the 34. And he does 11 damage. Right in the nose hole. There's no point in wasting time, so here comes another attack. It's a miss, and I will actually do a third attack because I will stand and guard Cadwin's body with my own, and that's a miss. So I am done.
Right, Cadwin, your friends are defending you. You are prone, so keep in mind everything that you had in your hand, unless it's a shield strapped to your arm. Sometimes I let that go. You have to actually pick up with an action. So keep that in mind. Shields I let go.
All right, so he will spend, and I'm guessing it's still an action to stand up, so he'll spend an action to stand up. And he will spend an action to pick up his hammer.
And if you want to use it with two hands, that takes an action as well.
Nah.
Okay. So you got one action.
And it's visible as a, let me see, I can do that one action. It's not. And open those. And that'll be it. I'll hold off on that.
Okay, Agatha, you're up.
Oh, sorry, I take that back. I'm going to cast heal on Agatha, as she appears to be the most injured.
Okay. Roll some dice. One action. Touch.
Yeah, one action.
$31. Wow. You are a healer. 31 points, Agatha. Why are you back up to full?
She is back up to full.
A measly 64 points, though. That's not much. Very good. Very good. You're up, Agatha.
Alright, she's going to use natural medicine on him to do treat wound, in addition to the healing plaster she cast.
Okay, he needs it.
Do we need the will save?
Oh, yeah, we'll save. DC 25. 30, you're good. But you're not immune to it. Okay, Agatha, go on. Make your... Do you have battle medicine?
Let me... don't think she does. She has natural medicine.
Can that be used?
It allows me to use nature instead of medicine.
Well, you can't use it during a fight because you need battle medicine to use medicine checks during a combat.
Okay.
Otherwise, you got to wait to the end of combat during exploration rounds to use it.
Then I will still use this nifty little trick. As she's kind of now kneeling beside... Well, is Cadwin standing or kneeling?
You're both prone.
He's standing.
He's standing. You're prone.
Okay. She's gonna reach out, kind of like a wrapping hand around his ankle, and she's gonna start to glow this light green, and she is casting restoration on him.
Okay.
Takes 1 minute to cast.
Yeah.
This isn't a... You can't have to use this during exploration. It says in the traits.
Okay, let's see here. Rapid.
Don't you have a healing spell? A potion?
Look. No, I don't.
Alright. There's not much you can do then.
Though, with 2 of her actions, she can still do slashing gust at the creature.
Okay.
And she's doing double attack.
You need a... Oops, it's not on here. You need a 31.
Then as her last action, she's going to do... Sorry, my bad. She's casting guidance on Draug. Since he is within arm's reach of her.
Put it in the chat. Okay, guidance on you, Throg.
Thank you.
And we're going to go to the dread creature. The dread creature. Alright, this I'm going to roll d6-4. There's a 2 in 6 chance he's going to go after the spellcasters. 2 in 6. Nope, he's going to stay focused on Draug.
Nope.
Not with that roll. Now he's going to switch it up and try Bjorn. Nope.
No.
Don't know if that's going to help. We're going to go to Bjorn.
See invisibility.
Sure you don't want to just guess?
No. See invisibility. Where's he at?
Where is it? You can see invisible creatures and objects. They appear to you as translucent shapes, and they are concealed to you. Alright, so, yeah. You're just concealed, so you need a flat check 5 against them.
Yep, so where's the little bastard at?
He's right there, but nobody else knows this. Only Bjorn.
Yep.
Okay. Here's flat check 5. 13. 31.
31 is a hit. Perfect. You need a 31.
Gonna be 19 points slashing damage.
Minus 19.
That's it. That's all I got.
Damn. Okay,
Question:
Draug.
How big are these creatures? As in, are they like 2 yards across, or whatever that is in freedom units? 6 feet.
Technically, they're small. Now, there is tiny in this game. So small is like a goblin. A goblin would be small. So imagine this skull, maybe about the size of a normal skull, but its aura is quite big and makes it a little bit bigger. So he's considered small.
So, it's clear to Draug that these creatures become invisible. But invisible does not mean that they are, completely, they still have a physical form. So I want to spend as many actions I need to take out my bedroll and unwrap the blanket in my bedroll. And then I will be ready for the next time I see the creature. I want to throw this over it to make it appear. So I guess, is that 1 or 2 actions to take out the bedroll? Blanket?
Where is your bedroll?
In my backpack.
2 actions. You got it out.
Then I will search in the direction where the creature was before. That's my last action.
Seek. Okay, make a perception check.
Uh, 18.
That would be blind, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, we'll keep it, but yeah, that would be a blind roll because you shouldn't know the result. Let me think. You don't sense where it is. You see no indications or clues where it might be. The only thing you can go by is where it last was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. That was my third.
Kedwin?
So Catalin is going to attempt battle medicine on himself. Let's see here. So that would be a medicine check.
Yep, straight up medicine check. 15 or greater or 20 or greater if you're an expert, or if you have assurance. Insurance. Assurance, sorry, not insurance. You have insurance?
Wouldn't her healing plaster help in his
Not if
battle
it's-
medicine?
Not if it's in your possession.
She put it on him.
It still can't be used in combat.
Okay. I keep thinking that you can. My bad.
$24. So isn't that 48?
I
48?
believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or is it?
If he has assurance and took DC 20, it's 2d8 plus 10.
2d8 plus 10. Critical success is 48, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Critical success is 40-10, but you take assurance because you're always going to get that 2d8 plus 10. Instead of risking a roll for it.
All right. That one. For his second action, he's going to help Agatha stand up. She's no longer prone.
Do you resist, Agatha?
No, she doesn't.
All right, you're no longer prone.
And he's actually going to seek for this invisible creature.
All right. Did anybody receive medicine checks on them for healing?
I did.
You did? Get rid of your wounded condition then. It's gone.
Oh, wait. Agatha, I did as well, I believe.
Did you receive a medicine check on you?
No, I casted a 2-action heal on her to get her up.
All right, then your wounded condition stays.
Actually, with battle medicine, it doesn't get rid of the wounded condition.
This does not remove the wounded condition.
That's weird.
All right, put it back. You're wounded 1. Cadwin, good catch. Give yourself a hero point.
Want to be fair there.
Give yourself a hero point. Drog, give yourself a hero point too. For being creative here. Although we've yet to see if it works or not. Give it to yourself anyway.
And then that's that roll for the seeking.
Where are you looking? Within a diameter of you?
Basically, yeah, in the area ahead.
Okay. Let me see what its stealth is, actually. Yeah. No, you can't tell where that creature is. You can see your friends kind of looking in a certain area, especially Bjorn, right there where the creature last was. But you're not even sure where it last was. You're just coming out of a close call with death. So, you can't figure it out where it might be. Somewhere up ahead.
Got it. That's it for me.
Agatha, you're next.
Alright. She's gonna do a seek action to see where this creature might be.
Okay, just make one in a diameter around you. That's good enough. Make a check. Nothing. No clue. No idea. It might even be behind you. You heard something behind you, but you're not sure. Everybody's focused on the front.
Alright, that's one action. She's gonna do it again, if it's allowed.
Okay. If you want to concentrate on a particular area, you can too.
She's gonna now focus behind her.
Behind you? Down here? Nothing. It's too loud to hear anything. The rustling around of Bjorn and Draug as they try and protect you.
One last time, she's gonna do a seek action and see if it's in front of them.
Clueless.
Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, it's time for the creature. Whatever it might be.
Here soon, though, I am gonna have to drop out.
We're closing in. Don't worry. I would hope that we could finish this creature off.
Okay.
Is anybody drained?
I am.
Subject to fear?
I have the fear on me.
Let me check Draug.
No.
Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna feed the despair. And if the dread wisp has gone dark, their dread flickering reignites. Okay, so this would make it visible. Right behind you, Agatha, you feel the presence. The hair begins to stand up on the back of your neck as it begins to feed on your fear. And make a fortitude save. Basic. Fail. You're going to take 10 points of void damage. And it becomes visible. One to do that. And it's got one more action. It's going to reach out and attempt to attack the dwarf. The wisps, the tendrils reach to you to entangle you. 31. It's going to be normal. It's not critical, so no drained condition. You're going to take a nasty 21 points of void damage. Cadwin. And it is still visible. And with that, we're going to go to Bjorn.
Bjorn's on the run. He's gonna sprint down and get behind it. So should be off guard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's kind of using Agatha there to team up there. And, yeah.
Agatha? Hold on. Agatha, do you have a weapon in your hand?
She has her staff.
You have to spend an action to pick it up. I don't think you picked anything up.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, you're not threatening the creature.
So it's not off guard.
You do have your unarmed attacks, but everybody has that, so I'm not counting that. You got to have a weapon at the ready and in hand, usable, ready to go. That's threatening. That will make him off guard.
Draug has 10-foot reach, so he kind of can hit the creature from here.
At the
So
same
should be off guard.
At the same time, I'm going to say you're not directly in a position that's opposite of Bjorn.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you were right behind Agatha, without question, you'd have that.
Yep.
But with all the cluster going on with the bodies in the way, it's just too confusing right now. So, let me take that off on Bjorn. Good try. God.
First strike was a miss. We're gonna try again. Not much better on that one.
It's a 31. Okay. Draug, you're up.
How tall are these crevices, or these, alcoves?
Tall?
As in, are they up to the ceiling, or are they small dugouts into the wall?
These are like little basins full of muddy water. So they're about waist height.
Draug will step here. He will attempt a shove action on the creature into the alcove.
I like it.
Shove. It's just an athletic check, correct?
Athletics against shove? Let me look what that is. Shove. Shove is Fortitude
32.
DC. What'd you get?
32. Oh, thank you for that. I got 3-2.
Success.
And I will move after it.
You push it in. I like it.
And then we swing at it. Boom.
I gave you your hero point, didn't I? Yeah, I did for the towel.
I hit. Some damage. That's 7 damage. That's pretty much it.
You got it moved. It's trapped.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, okay.
I'm done.
All right. Next, we're going to go to... Oh, you have to make your will save, 25.
Yes, sir. I will.
Anybody else that I forgot? Bjorn, you're immune.
I gotta do mine as well.
Did 25.
No, I think it was invisible, Agatha.
I still have that fear on though.
That'll go away at the end of your turn.
Still there.
Goes down by 1. You're frightened.
Oh.
So if it's 1 now, get rid of it. And back to Draug. What did you do there? Savings throw?
Yeah. I just put on frightened one.
Yeah,
And
frightened.
that was my third.
Right. Is anybody on frightened too? Because they do stack. Draug's at frightened
I
1.
mean, one goes away at the end of each turn, so it's hard to get above 1.
Mm. And when you end your turn, you get one. All right, so Kedwin. Da 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 da. Go ahead, Kedwin. He's trapped in this little nook.
That it's dead, by the way.
So yeah, it does say it's dead. So
What's
but
dead?
it's not. When we hover over, it says it's dead.
Huh. What the heck happened?
Pushed it into muddy water and it died. We extinguished the flame heroically.
Let's goof it up on me again. I put in.
Well done, Drow. Well done.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
think he's at 70 hit points. Yeah, it's not letting me put it in. That's why it did that. He should have 70 hit points because he healed.
Worth a try, right?
Oh, battle's over. He's dead. Come on, you guys. You got this. Weaknesses.
I mean, any second now, the blue guy is gonna come in and start eating at Bjorn or something from behind. As we left him.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, jeez.
The way this night's gone, yeah, probably.
What did you do, Cadwin?
I did needle darts at it and missed.
Critical miss. That's what it says, anyway. Alright, so that's that.
He misses and hits Agatha.
So he moved, cast a spell. That's over. Going to Agatha.
That's, yeah, we'll save.
Make your will save. DC 25 or become frightened 1 or add 1 to your current frightened. 28, you're good. You're alright. Agatha, you're next.
She's going to do electrical arc on this creature.
Electrical arch?
Arc. God
Yeah.
dang it.
Hot damn, we got some arch support in here now.
Yeah. Whoa. 30 feet, targets 1 or 2 creatures, defense, basic reflex. Let me make that for it. You go ahead and roll the damage. What did I
13
do?
points.
Oops, let me get rid of that. 13 points of electrical damage, and the savings throw, basic, is success, so it's going to be halved. So 7 points. 7 points of electrical damage. And... oh, that was a magic attack, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Darn it, I killed it again. Yeah, I can't do it that way.
Well done, Agatha.
Yeah. So it's back to 70. It had no effect on it. Seems to be immune to your magic. I gotta refresh because it's not letting me give it hit points or take any away. So that did nothing. In fact, if anybody cast a spell on it and I put damage on this creature, that was a mistake. I don't think Battle Prayer is a magic spell, is it?
It just does spirit damage. It's not a spell, it's kind of a prayer type of thing.
Does it say magic? Magic attack? Magic?
For her last action, she's going to cast Wildly Word.
No, just says divine, general, and skill.
Divine is a tradition. No, yeah, it is a tradition. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Getting late. So do you guys want to finish this, or do you want to just call it at a certain point and just, yeah, well, we'll wait till next time?
I'm going to have to call it.
Yeah, I'm game with calling it.
Okay. Give me a second to get back in here.
Yeah, like let's finish this round and then we can call it from there.
I'm starting to fall asleep in my chair.
All right. This was a good long session. A couple good battles. Lots of clues flipping around. I hope. Yeah, let's finish this round. This is round 9. Agatha, your spell fizzled against this creature.
And then as her last action, she casts Wildling Word.
Okay. It's the creature's turn. He actually has 70 hit points. Let me see. There. Now it's back where it needs to be.
Did you do the DC save?
For what?
Wildling Word.
What is it? Wildling Word.
I posted it.
I see Electric Arc. I don't see the spell.
Maybe repost it again.
Targets one creature. Sustain for 1 minute. Well, it's immune to magic. So if you're trying to affect it with magic, it doesn't work.
Patrons majesty or displeasure comes in a growl from your throat, making other creatures reluctant to harm you. The target must attempt a will save. If the creature is an animal, fungus, or plant, it takes a -1 circumstance penalty to its save.
So who's the target?
The last remaining creature.
The creature has to make a will save? It's immune to magic. This is magic, right? This is a spell. A primal spell. It's immune to it. It doesn't have to make a save. Nor does it take damage from spells. It's completely immune to magic. You can't affect it at all.
I think how it says in the book that they automatically gain a critical success.
Well, that's end of my turn.
Sorry. Sorry, Agatha. We're going to go to this creature as he suddenly disappears. Frustrating, you guys, to no
I
end.
can still see him.
You can still see him. He's moving behind the dwarf. And I will reveal him. It's tall enough in here to go up and above you. In case you're curious. This is more like a little cavern room than anything else. Yes, and it's going to strike against the dwarf, sensing its dire situation, and it's going to hit with a 30. It's going to do normal damage. It's going to do a nice 19 points of void damage on the dwarf.
Oh shit, Caitlin's down again. I can't battle medicine you for another hour, buddy.
I can stabilize him.
You could still see him. He's up at the top of the steps now as it cackles wildly after seeing the dwarf drop. All right. Let's see. He was already wounded 1. That's going to add to his dying. Wasn't a critical hit, so he's just dying 1. Plus his wounded, so he's dying 2. Did I get that right?
Looks like it. That's where it's got me at.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be lethal. So then, let me move you in initiative. Now you're at the right spot. So what's going to happen here is when you do make your save, you're going to need to roll equal to your dying value plus your wounded number.
So 13. Got it.
So with 13, if you fail, your wounded condition, your dying condition goes down by 1 plus whatever your wounded value is. Which is 1. So your dying would increase by 2. So you would now be dying 4. You'd be dead. Why are you dying 2? No, wait. Did I do that right though, Kyle? Do you add?
Yeah.
The
Dying
Yeah,
wound?
it does.
Yeah, I think you
Dying
do.
1 plus your wounded
Plus the
1
wounded,
equals your new
yep.
dying level. So if he,
Yes.
for example, gets dropped by a critical hit, that's dying 2, wounded 1. So you're dying 3 overall. So yes, we did that correct.
So if you fail your next roll, you're dead.
He dies. Yep.
Unless you have a hero point to automatically stabilize or somebody does something before then.
Which I do. I can use that to stabilize. So.
That would be a smart move.
Yeah.
Right, so the creature moved away to the top of the steps, cackling away as the dwarf drops. And we're going to go to Bjorn.
Yeah, seeing Cademan drop, there's nothing, Bjorn has no other spells left. I got nothing left that I can use to heal him with. I don't even have any potions here. So Bjorn's going to pursue the creature, taking 2 actions. To do so, and then might as well throw in 1 strike just for good measure. It's gonna miss. I already know it is. So.
It didn't.
Oh shit!
Just
That-
hit.
Yeah. 15 points slashing. That's all I can do.
Okay. It screeches. Okay, Drogue.
Now does a sudden charge. Drive twice and hit once as actions.
Excellent.
Behind the creature. Looking at the creature. And I miss. God damn it. I swing at it again. I miss.
It's
So-
not meant to be. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Let's go to the next round, which is round 10. So that's a full minute of combat that went by. 10 times 6 seconds. And we're going to leave it there. And Rachel will be with us next week. She'll be coming in late. She'll be here. And I'm sure she'll be curious how we got into this mess. The spellcasters, look at all these conditions all over them. Man, it's going for full circle around the dwarf. My advice to you, Ted, get another character ready. Although I do know that you have a point. So, yeah, you're actually okay. No advice. You're good.
Oh, I've already been thinking about a backup just in case. The way tonight's been going, so we're good.
It's kind of good, even if you didn't have a hero point right now, because we're ending the session now, and you're pretty much guaranteed a hero point in the next session. Well, there you go. You're good. Guaranteed. I'll keep that in mind. All right. All right, what'd you guys think? Let's do our outros. Because it's getting late. Fred, how about you? What did you think? You got into the action? You got wild tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, I think this session was probably the best one so far, in my opinion, in the campaign. As far as
Yeah, it was good.
It's the tempo's been really good. I think the role playing has been fun and good, and we've kept it going. It's just this fight it kind of slowed down because we started getting tired, everyone. But I mean, it's 3 full fights, and we explored quite a bit of the map. I'm super excited for next week. And yeah, 4, it's the magic number, right? Shouldn't be that many more because it starts dragging out.
It's true. The last session too
good
was
session.
the last session too was really good as well. I had a really good time, and we didn't have a lot of people in
Yeah,
that.
it's awesome session. Thanks everyone.
Fantastic. Glad to have you, Fred. What do you think, Dizzy? Dizzy, what do you think?
It was definitely pushing me to my max limit concerning spells.
You did good tonight. Kyle.
Yeah, had a good time. Didn't go how I planned at all. Yeah, kind of regret that whole situation with the creature in the room, but it is what it is. Yeah, dice roll sucked in this fight, but we were still trying to move stuff around. Battle medicine came in kind of clutch there a few times. Yeah, outside of that, everybody kind of did their thing, pulled their weight. Everybody worked together, which is nice. Kept things just steamrolling. Like Fred said, we did 3 fights in one go. So, yeah, good session, good engagement, good role play, good opportunity for role play, and yeah, some pretty intensive combat.
And what did you think, Ted?
Well, it was brutal. It was intense. I mean, the scene with the creature in the cell, that was, brutal RP right there. This fight, I've been up and down so many times. It's got me on the edge of my seat of what's going to happen. It's been a great session. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Even as unlucky as I've been with the dice,
Everybody tonight.
it's sometimes that's just what makes it fun. Yeah, this is a great way to end it. Got that cliffhanger. Is he going to come back? Is this the end of our beloved Cadwin? We'll have to wait until next time and find out.
Yeah, we will find out. Folks, it was a great session. I had a fantastic time. A lot to look forward to in the next session as they plunge even deeper into the mysteries of the gauntlet. The rumble under your feet should not be ignored. And we'll see that resolve in the next session, I think. So, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. So hang in there. You know why. It's only going to get better. We'll see you soon.